I'm at the opposite end of the energy spectrum.
You have too much?
Yeah. One, I am well.
Okay.
In possibly the first time I feel since, I don't know, 2 years, something like I'm fine. I'm not sick. I don't have any sickness in my body.
Is your iron tablets kicking in? Is that what it is?
I think that's part of it, but I don't know. I just think I've got rid of this whatever we had. And then I was at conference last week in Amsterdam, and it's like so wanky, but I genuinely have come back with like a shot in the arm.
Now you can go.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of They're Not Even Real Housewives though. Sorry we've been away for a week. Thank you for coming back and listening. I was not very planned with my time away, but we're back. We've got loads to catch up on. It's me and Jenny, and lots of things have happened. Have lots of things happened? It feels like a lifetime since I've spoken to you.
Just in like Vanderpump alone.
This is the headline, isn't it?
And housewives have gone abroad. Girls' trips have come to an end. Like, shit, lots happening. But let's start with word on the street.
Tell me your words on the street.
So, let's start with the biggest news, I think, to happen.
What?
Well, there's two things that have happened in one that is going to happen in one location that I think is like, stop the press. Everyone just focus on getting themselves to Las Vegas in November 2023. We have BravoCon
in Vegas.
And Erica Jane
is performing,
has a residency in Vegas.
Oh my god!
Starting
She's a residency.
Year. She has a residency in Vegas. Tell it to the blonde bombshell. I don't know what it's called, actually. I'm making it up.
Yeah. It sounds good enough. Yeah,
Erica Jane has a residency, and I am super pleased for her. She's getting them coins. She's secured that bag.
Her.
And I'm here for it. I know people hate us for loving Erica Jane, but we do call her out on her bullshit.
She got paid bills.
I still stand for her, though. I'm not going to lie.
Have you seen that? Like, so maybe that video that I saw was the promotion for that, but gee, fucking Christ.
She's skinny.
It's fire,
it's
man.
Normal. It's not normal.
I was like, is it her? I thought it was
them
everything I
legs,
see.
Not for
everything
me.
that I see on the internet that I want now is AI. I've realized that. Everything I'm like, oh, I want to buy that. They're like, this is not a real thing, idiot. And I'm like, the fuck? What are you doing to me? It's so confusing.
Absolutely.
And I was like, that's not really her. It can't really be her. It's somebody else's body.
No, apparently she's on that Ozempic. Well, I don't know, but who knows? They're all on it. Meanwhile, the rest of us are busting our ass in the gym because we haven't got any money. So
or just getting fat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing that too. I'm just toning current fat layers. I'm not really losing any weight. Other words on the street. Billie Lee has caused controversy in the Vanderpump Rules world.
Billie Lee?
So you've not watched Vanderpump Rules, have you? Apart from this current season. So Billie Lee was in Vanderpump, I want to say season 7.
Right.
I might be wrong with my seasons. It was around that time. She's a trans woman. Fucking brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
She has her own issues and her own things that I feel like she was friends with both Ariana. She used to date Ariana's brother.
Right.
And it's come out.
Jesus Christ, I've just been seeing pictures of that family at the wedding and stuff. Who was why did I suddenly see pictures of it? They're a good looking family.
Yeah, the brother's stunning.
Yes.
He's stunning like Ariana, yeah. So he used to date Billie Lee. And so they've all been close for a long time. Anyway, so she's been hanging out with Scandoval, seen late night, going out drinking with Scandoval, leaving the joint house that Scandoval and Ariana live in the next morning after the night before, and everyone's trying to say they were dating, but obviously that's bullshit. And it was just more like, pick a side. You can't be friends with Ariana and you can't be friends with Scandoval. And I'm just like, I don't really understand. If they're both family to her, it's like no one knows what Billie Lee's saying to Scandoval behind closed doors. No one knows what, like, she could be telling him about himself.
What, you think she's there all night saying you're a piece of shit?
I would say she's probably called him out. Sure. Wouldn't you? You'd call out
and
your
then
friend.
slept in the guest room.
Yeah. I mean,
think
she's
I-
not. Sandoval isn't fucking Billy Lee. Like, what else are they doing? Anyway. So there's that.
knows?
Then Ariana apparently has a new boo-boo who is
Yeah.
a trainer, and he looks insane. Although I don't think there's anything in it. I just think they was pictured in Coachella and the world is running with it, and she's not denying it and he's not denying it, which works for me. But either way,
But when they're kissing outside by an Uber, by a taxi, that
I
that
don't
guy?
care. Either way, I want to see their sex tape because they are very good looking people. And also, I want to point out on the Howie Mandel podcast that Sandoval was on,
Mhm.
and he said that all Ariana does all day is lay in bed depressed. That bitch has abs.
She looks great on it.
You don't have abs like that if you're laying in bed all day. I'm just saying. Okay? Just saying. No. Then Heather Gay has bought a new mega mansion, apparently.
Oh,
Salt Lake
yeah.
City.
I saw some pictures.
Epic.
I mean, it's so American, isn't it? The back of it is all like, there's just all bits of architecture fighting with each other. Those McMansions just blow my mind. I mean, the space is amazing.
Yeah.
Love the space. I mean, die if I had a pool. But why can't they have a line? Why can they not put a house in a box? Why is it every individual every room has its own roof? It's the same with the Gorgas, isn't it? Like, and then here's a roof, and here's a roof, and there's a roof, and you get a roof. Everybody gets a roof.
Our last guest, Renata, sent me a message and said she has a feeling Jen Shah funded the house. And I'm not going to disagree with that theory.
Okay. You don't think it's all bad Mormon money?
No, fuck off. Tamara Judge and Teresa Giudice are feuding.
Over why?
I'm not entirely. I think it was because the Twats pod. Is that what they call it? 2 T's in a pod or whatever.
I'm sure they don't call it Twats.
Well, I'm calling it Twats because I can't fucking stand it. Is they had Caroline Manzo on, and I think Teresa had something to say about it, and then Tamara thought she was being really cute and really clever, and she responded with something that someone's obviously written for her because she's reading it from a piece of paper as she's saying it on the podcast, and she's like, "Not today, forehead, not today, ding dong, not today, jailbird. I ain't having it," thinking she was being cute. But basically called Teresa out on her opinions on them having Caroline Manzo. So I'm assuming Teresa said something on her podcast, and now Tamara's responding on her podcast. The fact that I don't listen to Teresa's podcast anymore because it's just too many ads and it drives me nuts. And I will never listen to Teddy Mellencamp's podcast. I just won't do it. I just can't.
Okay, so that's my word on the street though, Teddy Mellencamp.
What?
She said that she fucked Matt Damon.
Which part?
Which part of Matt Damon?
Yeah, I mean, I can't see him inserting himself into Teddy Mellencamp. Like, which part did she fuck? Did she suck his toe? Like, what are we doing here?
Well,
did she have a horse called Matt Damon? Is that what she's saying? Like, what's she doing?
I think this is a long time ago.
Clearly.
What I find interesting.
Have you seen Matt Damon's wife?
No. Who is Matt Damon's wife?
She's some stunning piece of Latin American.
Oh, really?
I think I'm thinking about Matt Damon's wife.
You thinking about Ben Affleck's wife?
No, I mean, that's another piece of hot ass, but no.
I'm Googling her. Matt Damon, wife.
Either way, he upgraded from Miss Mellencamp.
Oh, yeah, she's hot.
Right?
Yeah.
Vanessa something.
Luciana. No, Luciana. Yeah, let's look at her.
Yeah, she's stunning. So
yes, she is. Oh, I like her with the short hair.
Yeah. So fuck off, Teddy.
The thing I found interesting in her comment, and obviously I've only read the headline because who has time to read, is that she said he was 10 years older than her. I was like, well, and now what has happened?
It's almost like jumping forward to just a snippet from Vanderpump Rules when Roachel, we now call her Roachel, people.
Roachel.
Her name is no longer Rachel or Raquel, it's Roachel. Okay, that bitch is a roach that needs to get. So I get so mad looking at her on my
You
TV.
are so upset. Are you talking about how they had sex with each other?
No, sex together.
Have they had sex together?
It's just like
It makes me look at her and I think, I'm not sure that you know how to have sex.
yeah, exactly.
Like, what are you doing with other people? You're just wanking next to each other.
The fact he repeated it.
Yeah, they both said they had sex together.
Why? Anyway. Okay. And my last piece of word on
That's
the
the only
street.
way I ever have sex, together with someone else.
With
Like,
someone else. Yeah.
Unless it's like, I don't know what she meant, just the two of them?
Just
It wasn't
a tip?
more
I
than
don't know.
two?
I don't know. I really don't know.
As
but that
opposed
blew
to
my
through a
tiny little
screen?
mind.
Yeah, I was like, that. I noted that. I thought, oh, I don't understand the youth.
Yeah, I don't understand how someone could have been 10 years older than you previously, but isn't at
Yeah,
this
but then I've
current
started
stage.
lying about my age, so now he's 15 years older than me.
She's trying to be Dorit and it's not working. She's a fucking she's a Pringle. She's no Dorito. So oh yeah, Marge went on a podcast or went on a radio show or went on something.
Marge did a thing. What did Marge do?
She threw her good friend, Jackie, I'm annoying as fuck Goldschneider, under the bus and told the whole world that she fucks Evan with a t-shirt on. I don't understand why.
Jackie does.
Yeah, why we needed to know that. I'm living for it, so I did want to know that. But why would
This
Marge
seems
tell the
right
world?
up your street to know.
But why would Marge tell the world?
Oh, because Marge loves to prove how uninhibited she is.
Yeah, but then she's also adding
Inhibited? I don't know what is that? That's like a double negative.
uninhibited.
Yeah, but I feel like you don't need un and in.
Yeah, but it's also flammable and inflammable. They're the same fucking thing.
Yes, there's a whole thing about this, isn't there? English
Yes.
is stupid.
But yeah, so that just adds to the whole. She does have an arsenal of stuff against people, and she is willing to weaponize it. So what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I live for the Marge, but come on.
Yeah, just own it. Just say like, yeah, I'm a bitch. I'd like to find out stuff. Your secrets are not safe with me.
Anyway. But
okay, what about Gizelle having to change, is possibly changing the name of her podcast because of Eminem?
Well, I think she should have in the first place. I don't know why she can come up against someone. Like, she thinks her Robin are Shade Assassins. Have you met Eminem? And if you listen to his lyrics, he will destroy you.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
Man is a lyrical genius. His grasp of the English language supersedes Merriam fucking Webster. Okay?
Yeah, he would know why it's uninhibited. He would be able to do something with uninhibited.
He can rhyme orange, for God's sake. Okay? So let's not. But anyway, that ends our Word of the Street segment.
Yeah.
So that happened.
Lots of things happened. Right, okay. So we'll be kicking off with Jersey.
Yeah, so I can't remember the previous Jersey.
It was just them. It was them. We saw them going to Ireland. There was some fun, fun chat about how to travel.
Oh, and they were traveling first class on Aer Lingus. Please, it's a budget airline. You weren't flying first class.
Yeah, nobody travels first class on Aer Lingus. Babe.
No, Aer Lingus is horrible. Everyone who is not in the UK, if you have to fly Aer Lingus, don't bother paying for premium seats because they're all the fucking same. That's the end of my public service announcement.
I thought Aer Lingus had died.
No, I flew Aer Lingus. When did I fly Aer Lingus? I flew Aer Lingus last summer to Dublin.
What, just to go to Dublin?
Yeah, because I did an overnight. I did a stopover before I flew to Canada.
I don't feel like I would trust them to take me across like a long stretch.
Well, they trusted them to take them from Jersey to Dublin, which I think is bizarre.
I feel like that's super optimistic. I used to do that trip from Glasgow to Belfast on Aer Lingus, which is like, I think that must be a record for the shortest plane ever.
Yeah,
like
tiny.
You do not level off. You go up and you go down.
Yeah,
there is no flat,
and your ears are fucked. Because I don't know what they do with their cabin pressure, but Aer Lingus haven't managed to work that one out yet.
Tip though, if you are going on them, they're never bored of hearing all the cunnilingus, Aer Lingus witticisms that you can come up with. They love their stuff.
They're also really good at giving you booze. It might
I've
just
been
be
traveling
live.
like on a tour, so it's like there's a whole load of people like going away for work, going to and knowing that it's quite good fun. And they just ply you with booze.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But
And
yeah, they get to
tempted.
Ireland and they're staying in a haunted castle, which isn't
They're staying with a
haunted.
castle. They're all fucking scared of paintings. What the fuck?
The rooms are all lovely. The women who work in the castle is lovely too.
Go to Ireland. They get drunk. We see Jackie chugging Guinness.
No, that's the next. This is the new episode. So let's.
I know. I think she does it in both, doesn't she?
I don't know. Hold on.
I don't feel like that last week all that much happened.
No, okay. So let's just talk about this week. So the episode basically opens for me when Jen Fessler eats pavement.
Oh, oh. Jen
like,
Fessler, though, what a fucking trooper.
She is everything. I am loving her. Oh,
okay,
no. I have an
Tony.
issue with Soprano.
Yeah. This is what we need to talk about.
Yeah, so I have an issue with that. First of all, living for the piece of information. I'm so glad you spilled that tea. But that's a dead man you're talking about. Like, he can't rebuke it. Is it rebuked?
Did he ever rebuke anybody? I
don't know, but still, like, his kids have to, like, I just feel like don't talk about the dead.
I think it's fine.
I know, but listen, Tony Soprano would get it, okay? I would.
Okay. Well, have you seen his son? They look so similar.
Okay, well, I'll do his son then. Hi, call me. But no, like, okay. So Jen Fessler's lived a life.
Yeah, I want to do brunch with Jen Fessler.
When she was cheating on her boyfriend with her husband.
With her husband. Girl, she is fun.
I love her so much. And when she had her cleavage out, she was like, I don't know how you
I feel naked. I think there's maybe a level of like feeling of exposure that is different when it's with your like natural tits, maybe.
Are they natural then?
I think so. They're
no,
not
because
like...
they were talking about the tubular breast, so she's had her boobs done.
Oh, okay. But she's had them reduced, has she? Or lifted or something?
No, if you have tubular breasts, you have to have them filled out, because that's why I had mine done. Because I had tubular boobs. So you literally, and the way that they described them, like, it brought a tear to my eye, because I was like, that pain I went through of having to look at myself in the mirror was really hard. It was like, yeah, it was like a golf ball in a sock, or the eye out of the socket, or a cow's udder. Like it.
Oh, babe.
But that's why I had mine done. So I fully, like, I felt so close to them in that moment that, like, I shed a tear. It was an emotional moment for me.
There you go.
Anyway.
She's our spirit housewife.
I mean, and also when she was asking what's for dinner while she was still at lunch, yes. Please. I'm here for Jen Fessler. She can get a full time.
She eats food. She doesn't fuck around. I mean, it's like her at the Mott's party, wasn't it? Just like,
yeah, we love Jen Fessler.
Because I initially thought I was not particularly interested of the newbies, and now she's really coming to light.
Yeah. I really
and she calls out Marge sometimes.
She does. She's a good, they're good friends in terms of the fact that they can have a real conversation. They're not just blowing smoke up someone's ass. And I think, it's one of those ones that we've always said, like, if someone comes to you and says, I've said something about you, your first reaction is going to be like, I'm going to find out what was actually said before I have an issue. And I feel like that's what their relationship is like. So, like, Jen Aiden could go to Jen Fessler and be like, Marge has said all this stuff. And she'd be like, okay. And then
check in with her.
But yeah, and then she'll just go to Marge and be like, yo, this is what Jen Aiden said. Yeah. Any of this true? Rather than it become a he said, she said situation. But I thoroughly enjoyed Roachel in her confessional saying that she can't get drunk around these women. See, so crazy. She needs to be on guard at all times. I like that. It's true.
It is true. You have to have your wits about you.
Yeah.
Because they're so out for blood.
Absolutely. And then they chugged the Guinness at the pub.
I had like a cringeworthy moment of like, do we ever sound like that in foreign countries?
Yes, all the time.
Oh God, it's so awful.
I try not to now. I'm a bit more grown. But I'm sure when I was younger. I mean, I've never walked into Dublin and been like, let's chugs and Guinness.
I mean, like, let us go to the pub. The term "the pub" I find so. I find I also find the club very awkward.
Oh, I like the club. I feel like it's like making a statement. I'm going to the club, like, but I'm going pub. Like, there's no the.
I just don't think it needs to be a capital the, does it?
No.
You can see someone in the pub. It doesn't have to be like the pub. It's
yeah.
And it's because America doesn't have pubs.
Yeah, they do, but they're shit.
Yeah, but they're like a Disneyland of a pub, aren't they? Like,
yeah,
they would say the word bar.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they wouldn't say, like, we would never say, I'll see you at the bar.
No. Or I'm going to the bar, as in I'm going to the place that they serve the drinks from. Yeah. That's the bar.
At the pub.
Yeah. This is true. And then they
have no concept of what the weather is going to be like in Dublin. They're all walking around in like bits of chiffon, fucking freezing their knees off.
It's sweater weather. No shit.
Babe, it's Ireland. It is never hot. It's maximum 15 degrees.
At all times, and it's always raining. Oh, yeah. And then they pass out in the Sprinter van, giving it the big I am that they're going to be having an after party, and then they all pass out. Listen, they did Dublin dirty. Yeah, they didn't do Dublin properly.
They didn't do Dublin properly. No. I don't think Dublin is as much fun as people think it is. But then I think I've mainly only been there for work.
No, I think the OC women did Dublin properly.
I think I've always been fucked by the exchange rate whenever I've gone.
Well, yeah, there's always that. It's so expensive.
And I definitely have been...
Did you ask them what it was in English, though?
In English? Well, at least if I'd have asked them what it was in English, I'd have been talking about English currency because that's where I'd have been from.
Now, if that had been any other housewife, they would have got dragged to filth online. But everyone's just like, oh, Teresa's stupid, so she's it's like stupid. Fine. But like, it's just ignorant, isn't it? Like, just do better.
It's like twice ignorant, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, just yeah. Let's move on.
They did have some sounding Irish people, though, didn't they?
They did. There was actual people. They didn't have this fake Irish accent that they were putting on. It was that
American Irish. So then we have the morning after.
Breakfast with rat blood.
Everyone's so upset by black pudding, which I couldn't see any black pudding.
I saw a wee
white
ring.
Pudding.
I saw a wee ring of black pudding.
I couldn't see a single bit. I was like, what are we even talking about here? I'm looking at bacon and sausage.
First of all, Americans who are listening, black pudding is one of the nicest things you'll ever eat.
Babe, don't get on your high horse when one of your fucking like national foods is a hot dog.
It's all kinds of There's not even actual pork or beef. It's all the bits of the pig and the cow that they don't want to sell. Okay?
Yeah.
Black pudding is delicious. Just don't think about what it is and just eat it. It is stunning. You will love it. I promise you. Same with haggis. Haggis is lovely. Oh my days.
Okay, so then Melissa fully just like throws Danielle under the bus and says that she called Roachel a rat.
Oh.
Also, I would listen to Dolores say swear words
all day. Like, I said the same thing.
Fucking day.
I actually want to hear it not bleeped out. Though.
Yeah, I want to hear
her say the word
so
cunt. I want to hear her say the word cunt. I really want to hear her say it.
A motherfucker. Oh, yes, please.
I want to hear her say it while I'm bent over something and she's smacking me with
like a whip. It's like that is
yeah. I can see this is what she did to Frank Catania, and I am here for it, and it makes me warm and fuzzy inside. When she caught him cheating, she was smacking him with something hard and she was calling him all the swear words and he got turned on. That's why he kept cheating, because he thoroughly enjoyed the aftermath of when Dolores went batshit crazy on him. That's what it was. That's what it was. You heard it here first, people. Yeah, I don't know why Melissa felt the need to do that. Like, just... because they were getting on, so she didn't want to keep seeing peace. She was just like, yeah, fuck it, I don't want to keep seeing peace. I'm just going to be...
Because I don't think she really wants Danielle. Or she wants to make Danielle, I don't know. Danielle's like a threat to her, I think.
Why? Because she has a clothing line? Like what?
I don't know. I just think because she's got such Teresa energy.
Right.
But yeah, they've like decided they're taking the newbies out.
No, not so much Rachel though. Like, whose side are you on in that argument? Like, do you think Rachel's done anything wrong? And do you think Danielle's overreacting? Like, what do you think? What's your take on this?
I don't think like Rachel's sort of being like, oh, I was just saying exactly what I was saying. And I'm like, and that works in that group because she's like the smartest person in the conversation. But she knows what she was doing. She knows she was bitching. Like,
I don't know who she was though.
But I think you have to like. I think Danielle is right. I think everybody talks like that. I don't think it was like they weren't annihilating anybody. Danielle wasn't saying, "Oh, look at all these things I heard." About. Like they were just saying, "Like this is what's happening." God, that's mental.
Yeah.
And then Rachel's in a fortunate position where she can just be like, "I just said what I heard."
Yeah. Ugh,
I don't want them to fall out.
I don't, but they have. This is it now. The line's been drawn in the sand.
Okay, so we get in the bus.
Oh God.
That is the problem about a rural country. There's a lot of being in the bus.
Well, just stay in the city centre. Why are you staying in a fucking castle?
Yeah, because they got to be in a castle, because that's what Americans think Ireland is. That's what they think Europe is.
I just don't, but this is what Europeans don't do. Europeans do not travel to European destination or cities or towns and then stay 45 minutes away from the centre. That's not what we do. When we do that, we're staying in a resort all-inclusive because we just want to pass out drinking for 5 days. That's what we want to do. But when we want to actually see the town and the city, we stay in a hotel in the city centre.
Yeah, I was on the banks of the Amstel.
When in Europe, do as Europeans do, and you ain't it, babes.
Zone 1.
Ain't it. Zone 1, yeah. Not that you see when you get on a tube in London, look up at the map. If you're not staying in zones 1 to 3, you ain't in it. Just saying. Anyway.
Yeah, so we get in the bus. And we have the kind of chat about, is infidelity a deal breaker to you? And we find out about Jen Fessler's split up, get back together with her husband. She seems like a whole person.
Well, it seems like, so they've been married 21 years and this happened at the 7-year mark. So it's been a while since this went down.
Yeah. So,
but I feel like they had an actual adult conversation after they did the bullshit cheating on each other's partners with each other thing.
Yeah.
They had like an actual adult conversation and dealt with their problems and fixed it. Whereas Bill and Jen Aiden, I don't think have had an adult conversation about it.
They didn't have any conversation at all.
No, none.
I got confused in the marge of it all then with the husband, and I'm not really sure. Like, when she was like, well, he's, and I guess, they were married for time, weren't they? And she was like, oh, he's still very special, and there are things, he's my family, he's my like, I was like, your mum is in this all the time.
Yeah, but he's dead now, so she has to say nice things.
Well, yeah, maybe there's that. Then we get into the nieces.
Oh, God.
God, it's so petty, right?
Yeah. I just want to say...
And Teresa's not that stupid, is she?
She is. She really is.
I
just want to say, Jackie's confessional when she said, all I said was Gia's name last year, and she went apeshit. No, you didn't. You accused Gia of doing coke in the bathroom. You didn't just say the name Gia. Let's be clear. You used an analogy. We all know you use an analogy because that was the thing that you said for an entire season. It was just an analogy. So you knew what you said.
Knew it was a red rag
you were doing. Like, so please stop with this narrative. But
she loves that narrative because that's keeping her relevant. That's keeping her in the conversation.
I fucking hate Jackie. Why was she on Watch What Happens Live this week? I can't stand the bitch.
No.
However, she looks incredible. And she looks healthy and she looks happy and she's great. But no, I can't. I'm done. But yeah, I feel like Roachel was trying to do something by asking that question. I don't think that was an innocent question.
No, because how could she not know? Like, she knows all the shit. She's watched the show. That was very producer fed, I think.
I think so too. And I think that wasn't fair. That it went down. I think
But there's no reason it then gets into the nieces.
no, but this is the other reason why I don't really take sides with the Gorga versus the Judice argument, because I think they're both
all
as bad as each other.
They're all going,
Absolutely.
you go low, I go low. Like, everybody's got an immediate tit for tat. Like, if
But
you're
it's
genuinely hurt,
yeah, and I think
be hurt and be quiet.
I think what Melissa said was right when she was like, it's not tit for tat, it's facts. Like, you can't come at me and say she wasn't here because of XYZ when you did the exact same thing to us. Like, you can't have this like Teresa and Alexia are the same fucking person. They're so unaware.
Pig-headed.
Oh, pig-headed, hard-headed. Like, oh my days.
But it's true though. Melissa did, I mean, like, and we all do it, don't we? When like you're hurt, so you snap back. Whereas actually, there was no benefit of her going. Well, they didn't come to blahs, blah blah. What is it? Wasn't the boys' confirmation?
No, communion.
Communion? First Holy Communion? I mean, how old are those kids?
I don't know, but I think they do it all really late in America. I don't think
maybe
they
the little one. Maybe the little one? Actually, maybe that's
was
okay.
it Gino? It wasn't Joey, because Joey's the first boy.
Fifth. Yeah, he's like
and then
15,
Gino's
isn't
the
he?
youngest one, isn't he?
So yeah, okay, maybe that's maybe fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I stopped after my communion. I didn't do my confirmation or anything like that, so I can't remember.
Usually you have your first Holy Communion like about 10, 11, don't you?
I hadn't had braces by the time I had my first Holy Communion. I got my first set of braces at 9.
Okay, maybe it's earlier.
Because I remember, I look at my Holy Communion photos and I still had my goofy buck teeth. So, and I got my braces at 9. So I just remember going to John Lewis and Oxford Street with my mum and buying a mini wedding dress and it being okay.
Okay, so everyone's getting dirty about the cousins.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of amazed. They're such terrible Italians, really, aren't they? Because there's not enough people. Like, there's just, like, how can you miss a set of cousins?
Yeah.
Because they've got a set of cousins or 2 or 3 sets of cousins. It's like...
Yeah. They're not good Catholics, are they?
I mean, individually, they're trying, aren't they? Because, like, they've got 7 between the 2 of them. But where are the others? What was wrong with... What was wrong with Nonna and... Why do they only have 2?
Well, I think the rest of them are still in Italy, no? And then Teresa cut the cancer out with the other 2.
But Teresa's only... She's only got a brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, who are Joe's siblings?
Oh, no, but they're really close, that side of the family. Philomena is the mum or something. In the earlier seasons of New Jersey, like, their family's huge.
We saw other cousins, but I don't remember his siblings. I just feel like
he's got brothers that look exactly like him. He's terrifying.
God, I mean, those are strong genes.
Yeah. They look exactly like him. They're like his brother. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Teresa wasn't shacking up with the brother, like,
accidentally.
Joe. Yeah.
Cool. So there's that.
Then they go shopping.
Then they go shopping again terribly. Like, they think there's 2 shops in Dublin and they're tiny and they're like selling like tchotchkes. It's just like...
And they didn't even get any Butler's chocolate. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You go to Dublin, you get Butler's chocolate. Like, really? Fucking hell, do your research. Come on.
But they're in one of those little... Everybody's having the aftermath of that conversation, and Dolores sort of chimes against Teresa, which I think might be... Because she says, she's like, no, kids are off limits. You shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, but I think Dolores and Teresa, we've said this before, have that type of friendship where they can do that. And she will listen to her. And Teresa will tell her, I don't care what you're saying. I'm still right. And Dolores will be like, I tried.
But I got to say my truth.
I'm not gonna keep pushing this because I'm not looking to fight with her. Like,
then they go for lunch in this place that has gardens. I'm like, mate, this is foliage. It's not a garden.
When you have a chandelier with ivy hanging off it, it ain't a garden, babe.
It's not a garden.
It's foliage. I love it.
What was that? What in the actual fuck?
Oh my God. You know when your glands go?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, you know when it does that thing when you like eat something or whatever and it goes all like funny here. You get that?
No.
And it has that weird like tangy. Oh, and I wasn't even doing anything and it just went funny. You just made me
I have
laugh.
that thing. Do you ever get that when you like take a jumper off and your deltoid goes? Like it like goes into like
Every time I move, breathe,
oh
sneeze,
yeah,
feel
yeah,
it.
you have this all the time, yeah. That's horrible.
When's
Garden. Dolores is talking about how she's like mentally planning the wedding.
yes.
How did you feel about that? See, not excited.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm very apprehensive. It kind of made me turn into myself and want to pause the TV and have a shot of vodka.
And go
Because
because
I
Paulie's
was
not endgame.
I don't think Paulie's endgame. No, I
No,
think there's something about him that makes me uncomfortable. Not as
too
uncomfortable as
smooth.
Louis makes me.
Yes, no, absolutely. I think Paul could be the right person for somebody. And like
I
he could
just think
even be the right person for Dolores, but just not yet.
I
Not
no,
now.
I think there's something. I think he's played a game. I think he's I think he's in it for something. And
He's
I
like
don't think it
seduced her for
yeah,
something, hasn't
and
he?
it's not Dolores. Like the goal wasn't to get Dolores. The goal is to benefit from having Dolores in
Yeah.
some way. And I don't know what it is. Is it to raise his profile? Like, because he's doing all the right things, isn't he? He's being the romantic guy. He's doing the assertive man. I love
Yeah,
women,
yeah,
big
yeah.
chest type thing that she loves. Obviously, she was married to Frank Catania. And then he's also doing the thing where, oh, I don't really want to be on camera. I don't really want to be on screen. So he's like showing her that he's not that interested in fame. He's like, so he's
But
playing
why
along.
do we not buy it?
Yeah, there's something about him. I don't know. Maybe I just don't trust Irish men. I don't know. I'm joking, people. I was just joking before you come for me.
I'm not sure how much I trust very smooth men.
Smooth as in manicured
Physically
eyebrows.
smooth, yeah.
I don't trust a man who does his eyebrows. I can't. It doesn't do it for me. It does.
Hair blends seamlessly into their back hair.
No, I can't do back hair. I can't do back hair. I really can't. I would be waxing that.
And knuckle hair?
Oh, see, I have knuckle hair, so I can't really say anything. I get rid of it, but I do have knuckle hair.
Knuckle hair to the point of like combability.
Could you plait it?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, I can't do that. And if like, because you know, whenever men have really long beards, like, you know, the long,
Yeah.
like the long beards,
The Santa.
I just see and smell pussy juice. That's all. Like, I can't. That is it for me. Like, I just look at it going, you have to shampoo and condition that after you go down on a woman, because how can you sleep with that afterwards? Because it's just all up in there. Like, it must be just if you're doing the job right and you're pressuring your woman correctly, you have to be all up in there.
Well, tell this to the Real Housewife Ultimate Girl Trip girls who had no concept of what you could do with your nose.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in some of those men.
I mean, this tongue needs to be somewhere and the nose needs to be somewhere.
I mean,
else.
I'm happy for Justin,
saying.
but I'm not surprised. He looks like a keen bean.
Oh, he's hungry.
Yeah, of course he is. He's he's fucking
like
won, hasn't he?
Dude is hungry.
But I'm
He's scared of a big
in some of the rest of oh my god, Heather.
Absolutely. The way she was so deadpan.
As everybody should be.
That was brilliant. I loved it so
It just
much.
made me feel sad for her. Like, how sad was her marriage?
I loved it so much. Oh my god. Oh, I need to breathe. All right.
I had wine in my mouth.
Anything else about Jersey? Because now I'm just thinking about
so then they end on the Marge goes for Jen. What does Jen call Marge? She calls her a bugaboo. What does she call her?
A booger wolf.
A booger wolf.
It was the Jen Fessler confessional. She was like, I'm gonna comb the dictionary. I know what I can do. It was like Roachel. Oh my God, I need to stop because I've just been high pitched at this point. Hold on. Let me center myself.
I'm too warm. I'm like naked.
Well, Roachel said, you know when you want to insult someone, you want it to like sting and like hit the mark. And she was like, that didn't land. Unbuckle. Do you know what? You are a buckle. However, I have to say, I am obsessed with Jen Aiden's Versace jumper dress. I need one.
Sure.
I
You
need
get one.
I need one badly. I love a jumper dress. I wear them all the time.
I already feel too hot at the concert.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
I mean, look, I'm in a fucking vest.
Okay. Oh, I'm in a jumper and a t-shirt and tracksuit bottoms. I'm cold.
I'm in like a vest and like pajama shorts.
Oh wow. Go Dan when you walk out of that room.
It's it's a good look.
Are you wearing a bra?
No.
There
it's
you
Friday.
go. There we go. He's getting nipples and lips. He's good.
Okay. Vanderpump. We have so much to talk about.
I don't think I've got the energy.
You do.
There's not enough alcohol.
So first, we've got to talk about last week as well. So there's the wedding.
Yes.
They have the wedding. How do you feel? I was surprised at how touched I was by the wedding.
Considering I'd seen her first wedding.
Yeah, there was snippets of that. That looks fucking awful.
I felt like it was a different vibe. Like I genuinely believe that she is in love. I don't know necessarily if he's in love with her as much.
I think he's the most in love with her that he's been in love with anyone.
Oh, okay. Right. Sure. But I'm really annoyed that they were already married. And they made everyone go. A year. And made everyone go to Mexico. Like that pissed me off.
You want to invite everybody to the Seychelles for your vow renewal?
More Maldives.
Right, that's the point.
But I said I was paying for that.
Okay, yeah, different. Fine. I guess.
I'm not expecting you to spend $1,000 on a room
to see you not be married.
Yeah,
but I'm paying come to the courthouse.
Yeah, absolutely, for free.
Ooh. Yeah. Yes, it is. It's very unsurprising that they're already married, though, haven't they? Because it's hard to live in America.
It is really hard to live in America. But
as a foreigner,
their daughter is so cute. I can't take it.
She's so cute, and he's
besotted with her, isn't he?
Yeah, but doesn't that just make the fact that he doesn't see his other kids worse?
And the fact that his other kids are seeing him be a dad on TV. That's the kicker.
That must be awful.
That's the kicker.
What do you think about the rumors that he's fucking Raquel?
I don't think it's true.
He's the only one that hasn't, though, potentially at this stage.
Ooh. What was it she called herself? Desperate Debbie.
How can you be desperate? It's just easy. Debbie.
And then I saw her on Twitter more like STI Selena or something. I was like, that was clever. Yes, they get married. It was very cute. Katie did her whole thing where she wasn't going to go to any of the wedding festivities and turned up to all the white. Of them. She turned up to the white party wearing black. Loved it.
I think as a pale person with dark hair, wearing white's not particularly an option.
Fair.
And I'm saying that as one.
Yeah, fair.
To what I don't. Yeah, like white's not an easy color to wear.
No. And then Schwartz and Raquel kiss.
Oh God, it's like, and it's just, I was so agitated that we've had this build up for that kiss.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not good enough.
And I thoroughly enjoyed. All right, so I don't know if I'm alone on this thought process. Listeners, let me know if you also clocked this, and Rosie, let me know if you clocked this too. But when they were all back at the bar or the room or whatever afterwards, and Schwartz had passed out in his room with his galaxy light.
With his galaxy light?
Yeah.
How many adults own a galaxy light? Because that is now either 2 in the world.
I kind of want one.
This is a thing. No, fuck off.
I kind of want one. I'm not going to lie. I kind of want one.
Why?
I don't know. I just think it'd be cool to sleep amongst the stars.
Okay, you need to stop. You need to take one thing away from the to-do list. That is a cry for help.
What was I saying?
I have no clue.
Oh yeah, no. So he passes out in the room, and they're all back together. And then Sandy is going, Raquel, Raquel, Raquel.
Yeah.
And then Ariana's like, "Can you stop? It's really annoying."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "But she made out with Swartz." And Ariana's face was like, "Wait, what?" That was priceless.
It was real time.
Yeah. But Sandoval wasn't just drinking; he was high on something.
Oh yeah.
There was a drug involved in that. The way he was behaving.
I think he gets off so much on this concept.
Yeah, but I think he was on a pill, or something. There was no way he was sober, like just drinking.
I think in his dynamic of him and Swartz, he's so desperate to fuck Swartz. Like that's the energy. I don't know what it is, but there's something there, isn't he? Because he like the idea of him cuckolding him is like so hot for him.
I think Swartz wants to fuck Sandoval. Don't know about the other way around.
I don't know, but there's something there. They said it in this episode. They like when they were at Tom Tom and the Toms sitting together, and Raquel comes like in between, and they're like, "Do you want to share something?" And I'm like, yeah, I think you do. I think you want to spit roast her. I think that's you're getting off on this. You're getting off on them kissing.
Yeah, I think I remember vaguely at some point in Vanderpump's history. I don't remember if I saw it online or if it actually happened in an episode where I think Sandoval had said that he thought it would be hot to watch someone else fuck Kristen.
Yeah, so I think it's that, but I don't know, it's like a power dynamic, isn't it? Of like,
yeah,
because he's like the power dynamic in their relationship, in that he is more assertive than yeah. It's a nightmare. I am slightly embarrassed about how much I'm enjoying James. Like, he's such a dick, but he's very entertaining.
Oh, I've been fangirling off James for years. Years.
I feel so bad for Ali. Like, it must be so horrible to be trapped in a room with him after the cameras go off.
James's energy the next day after Swartz kissed Roachel.
What, when Tom goes and sits next to them?
Yeah.
Because he's got no friends.
James's energy when he was like, you made out with my ex-fiance. Like, why are you even having, like, what are you expecting? How are you expecting me to behave right now? Like, his whole energy was everything.
But he's so pissed. And his new girlfriend, who he like is the most in love with that anybody's ever been in love with after 3 weeks.
But I think, is he upset because it's Roachel, or is he upset because it's his friend that's done that to him? Because I don't think it's either.
I just think he's upset that he's not winning.
Right.
He's just so desperate to be winning.
Yeah.
But now Ali is like the secret squirrel of it all. She's the one who saw them hanging out together.
Ali.
She's securing the place.
She is everything. And I love the fact that the women in the group have instantly gravitated towards her and then like bringing her in, where Roachel never had that before. She was only one or two of them liked her. She never really got that same energy that Ali's getting.
I wonder if that's because Ali looks like, I mean, she's still like Bambi.
Yeah, but that's what Roachel looked like.
Oh, yeah, she was the Bambi-eyed bitch or whatever.
He had the long hair as well, and she had that fake vacant look on her face. And yeah, absolutely.
I don't like when they try and like mother her. It makes me feel super uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not wrong, all of it. Like, I just want to be like, just go back and watch this, like, and find out where you. But I think she knows what she's getting herself into.
Yeah, I think she's watched the show, and I think she understands exactly who James is. I don't think that she's unaware of the situation. No. But Swartz in the latest episode was equal parts an absolute douchebag and amazing for me. So he's a douchebag because he doesn't understand what he's done wrong.
How can he not understand?
I'm so confused by this. Because
obviously I don't know any of the past, but it does illustrate to me how he is possibly the worst husband ever.
Oh no, he's yeah.
Because absolutely. To actively be a fucking twat is one thing, but to not be aware consistently is like a whole other level of pain, because there's the pain of the fact that your husband is a fucking twat and he's hurting you, and there's the pain of knowing you married a fucking moron.
Yeah. But
I love it when Katie goes to pick up the dog and
she
he's
just
like all
ignores it.
upset about all the bar stuff, and he's like, oh, it's really stressful, and she's like, yeah, that sounds awful, bye.
That's the energy she should have
Not my
been paying.
fucking problem, dickhead.
That's the energy she should have been paying him from day one.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't know why she doesn't want to talk to me and we're not friends. Like, I did nothing wrong. And I'm like, but also, even if you had done nothing wrong, which you haven't, but even if you had done nothing wrong, why would your ex-wife talk to you about your staffing situation?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Like, at this point, it's entirely stupid that you're sharing fucking dogs anyway.
Yeah. And even the dog doesn't want to be around him. He was hiding on the bed until Katie came.
Yeah.
Idiot. But also, he's amazing the way he stands up to Scandoval. That's the first time I've ever seen him do it.
Yes. When he says, he's like, you went to band practice and got your nails done, you bitch. Pay attention.
Why are you huffing and puffing? Like, that's not going to make any difference to the situation. Say it again. Go on, Tom. Say it again. Say it again that we have to open. I fucking died. I loved it so much. And then Charlie
tells off Raquel.
Well, Roachel, please get her name right.
Somewhere.
She's proving why Charlie is that bitch, and why she's the only person that survived season 8. Only person that survived season 8. The rest of them got cancelled, but she survived season 8 because she is that bitch. Every time I
see her, I'm like, who is she?
Oh, I love Charlie so much.
But I did appreciate that chat of her being like, you shouldn't do that. You knew.
But then
that
how is Roachel so unaware of what she's
not unaware? She's fully aware of what she's doing.
But she's like, it's not my fault. I didn't do anything. If she hadn't have been there, it wouldn't have been a problem. That's not what.
But it's the same with the Oliver, isn't it? I didn't know. But I feel so bad because I didn't know. But you know that the guy you are fucking is your mate's
how she
boyfriend.
Can be so contrite on the phone to Oliver's ex-wife, current wife, baby mother, whatever. But meanwhile, she's fucking her best friend's boyfriend of 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said to all these people that are slut shaming Roachel, calling her a hoe, doing whatever else, I stand by what I rage tweeted the other day. She's not any of those things. She is a despicable human, and that makes her more dangerous. I could trust a hoe, but because hoes have morals. I can't trust this bitch. She don't have morals. I can't. That makes her more dangerous. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I won't. I'm
super pissed at her like current manipulation of like, oh no, like I've got mental health problems and maybe I've got ADHD and like, and maybe I've got autism. Like, no, fuck off. You are not excusing out this behavior.
You're a gutter slug. That's what you are. And you're a swamp creature. And I fucking hate you.
Okay, so then we see the Toms meet with what is that guy's name? He's peculiar looking.
Brett. And they're going to lose the bar.
They're going to lose the bar, and Tom's like, get it done. And Sandoval's like, go fucking on then. Do it. Do something. Stop pissing around with your brass section and your mistress and your manicures.
He pays money for those nails. That's what I got from that conversation.
I like the nails.
I mean, listen, I despite his, I still would.
Oh God, I so would. It's so bad.
There's something very sexy about Sandoval. I know what it is.
Terrible, isn't it?
I know. He's I would rage fuck him. I think that's what it is at this point. Before I would have just fucked him. Now I want to rage fuck him. It's different.
Do you know what's awful? I think it's a real stage of life thing, isn't it? Of like the fact that we're having to go. Like he genuinely looks better in his 40s than he does in his 20s.
Yeah, 100%. He's aging well. Yeah.
That's very annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And I don't believe this whole saying that he had the sexual powers of a 19-year-old is what he said in that Howie Mandel podcast. Like, I don't believe that. I still think he knows how to lay a pipe. Like, I don't know if I believe in this.
But do you think he just means that he was horny all the time?
Or he came quickly?
I just think when your best mate is so impotent, like if you wake up with a hard on every morning, maybe you think you're a teenager.
Maybe.
As opposed to just thinking you're a man.
Yeah. And then we cut to the girls making sandwiches. Now, I hope their speed of making sandwiches is not advertisement to what their business is going to do, because you'll be waiting a really long time for a sandwich.
I want it to do so well, but I can't quite grasp the concept.
No, but it's LA, so this is the sort of stuff that
I just don't think women eat bread there, and isn't it like women's sandwiches? Is that the concept? Sandwiches for women? For women by women?
Yeah, it's true.
Have you seen that Taco Bell that doesn't have a have you seen that chicken at Taco Bell, the chicken taco that it doesn't have a taco, it's made of chicken?
No, but I want one.
Yeah, it's the chicken is the taco is the chicken.
Can we get that in our Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going Taco Bell tomorrow.
I don't know. I feel like I'm being fobbed off. I'm like, don't take the carbs away.
No, I know, but I want to eat double chicken. Like, I'll buy a taco.
No, it's chicken around with salad.
No, but I'm just saying I'll buy an
inside.
empty taco shell and just slide it over the top. I'm getting both.
Okay, fine.
I'm hybriding in it.
So they're gonna make sandwiches.
But no, can we just talk about the fact that they're making sandwiches and Katie calls everyone a whore.
Yeah.
Because Roachel a whore.
Yep.
And Ariana sticks up for her.
Yeah.
That doesn't age well, does it?
No.
Okay. Also,
and I just think Scandoval is around the corner wanking at that point, being like, oh yeah. Like he loves it.
I didn't need to have that visual. Yeah, absolutely. But I think as well, the one time I'm probably going to ever agree with Schwartz, except for when he reams out Scandoval about the bar, but is when he called Katie emotionally entitled a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah.
And Ariana said, I don't understand what those words mean together. Like, I kind of was starting to get it.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like, she has this, like, why are you rage texting people that have nothing to do with your situation?
She's really invested in the fact that he's emotionally shit to her. But he has shown you this, it would appear, every step of the way.
Yeah. If you listen, knowing what you know about him now, if you go back and watch Vanderpump Rules from season 1, you are gonna throw shit at your TV.
Yeah, I fully believe you.
It's a lot.
Okay, so then we see the Toms meeting Lisa at Tom Tom, and that's where they have the weird Raquel of it all, and they're gonna share something, and I found that really creepy.
And Scandoval was openly salivating over Raquel, and Lisa Vanderpump called it out. Yeah, but no one still puts it together.
But people are starting to put it together because they're all coming. So, they're gonna by the end of the episode, everybody's coming to the conclusion independently.
Yeah, but no one ever believes it. They all dismiss it.
Yeah. Okay, we have to move on because we have to talk about Satchel.
I mean,
I'm sorry. What?
I think Sheena hit the nail on the head. He's a Macta shaggy dog that looked like he just left Vanderpump Dogs. I'm sorry. Okay, say what you want about Tom Schwartz, but he's a good-looking man.
If I'm not gonna go for Satchel, who is?
Yeah, because he's like on your scale of attractive.
And I cannot see it.
He's a skinny white guy with long hair. That is
long hair. Yeah, it's entirely my type.
That is all you.
And yet I'm like, sorry, no. Who is he named after? They don't know in America that a satchel is a bag.
No, but Satchel Page. Is it Satchel Page?
Who the fuck is that?
No. I don't know, but they said it like we should know.
They did. I feel like I did think I should Google it, but I was also like, but you don't know it's a bag. I'm not going to feel bad about this.
I just feel like if you're going to parade your new man around, he's got to be hot.
Hire someone.
Yeah, like do a Kenya.
Either he's got to be hot or he has got to be smart. Like he's got to do something that there's a reason we're all
his
going.
His dick works.
Oh God, I mean, Schwartz. Sometimes I just think he makes me sound so cruel because I really think that might be a deal breaker.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, okay. 100%. Yeah.
I can't have a relationship that doesn't contain sex. Like these people that say that I can have love is enough. You haven't had good dick. That's all I'm saying. Love is not enough.
Okay,
I hate my husband 95% of the time, but I sit on his dick regularly.
Okay, minute silence for the
For
passing
Rose?
Rose the pony.
Yeah, Rose the pony. I love that. I love that so much.
I adored the Toms trying to pretend that they were sad about that horse.
They just wanted to go and have an argument in front of Mummy so Mummy could referee it. That's what they wanted to do.
I'm so freaked out by how quickly animals die in that house.
Vanderpump House? That's because Lisa's... No, I'm not going to say it.
Is she drinking their blood for her life force?
But she looks good. And Ken
Maybe
doesn't.
because she's drinking pony blood.
Yeah.
Just, that place must be 6 foot higher, the amount of animal bones it's sitting on top of now.
Yeah, but they don't get animals that are like...
Fine.
Yeah, they always rescue or they do stuff, right? Like
Gigi those horses were rescued.
But they're miniature horses. That's not natural breeding.
Exactly. But, well, yeah, but you're choosing broken things. This is why they have the Toms.
Oh. Fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? That's some kind of like not Freud, but like that level of insightfulness. The way you just like compared like the Toms to like, yeah, okay. Love it.
The little tiny horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Tom and Ariana talk about fertilizing embryos.
Jesus Christ. So they've done that.
So he brings that up in the... Have you listened to the Howie Mandel podcast?
Of course I haven't.
Okay, you need to. It's infuriating as fuck.
I've seen him. I've seen the video of it on mute and it's too irritating.
Yeah. So he talks
also, Howie Mandel seems to have not a clue.
No, he doesn't. That's the really it's really rageful. Like he says, who's Sheena in the conversation? If you say that, then like really... Like, the conversation you should have been having was in front of someone who works for Bravo. Let's be clear. So in that podcast interview, Tom says that him and the day he tried to break up with Ariana, or within like a few hours of one of the times he tried to break up with Ariana, she said, okay, fine, but we're not breaking up and I need you to fertilize my embryos. And then he was like, wait, what? Like, I've just broken up with you, but we're still doing this. So his whole stance was, no matter how many times he tried to break up with her, she would not accept that they were broken up. Yeah. And she was crazy and she was this. And this is exactly what he did with Kristen back in the day. Exactly the same thing. He gaslit the whole interview. Interview.
But she must know that something is wrong. If she is now saying, yeah, let's have kids, let's do this, because she doesn't want kids.
So that's another thing that he said as well, was like, after they went to couples therapy and they started talking, like going through things and going to stuff, her personality changed and she became really like loving and receptive and less aggressive towards him and all this stuff. And he was like, I think it was because she knew that this was going to be over and it was going to be the end and blah, blah, blah. So a lot of the stuff that he said on this podcast kind of checks out based on what we're looking at. I just don't agree with the way that he said it, and I don't think it's as clean cut as he's making it out to be. But
and it doesn't justify him fucking her friends.
Absolutely not. But
that's
it does
the
check
kicker,
out.
isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Oliver. Oh, Oliver.
I know. I mean, if he wasn't going through a divorce, would he be talking about it in front of his mum?
What? The fact that he's hooking up with his boss's waitress?
Yeah. And that...
I mean, I wouldn't.
So part of me, I don't know, like, I might believe him a little bit.
What do you believe?
That maybe he is going through a situation with his baby mother, wife, whatever. They're not together. Maybe they were supposed to be trying to work through things, but he's like, seeing what else is out there, but they're technically separated. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's as clean cut as.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she's like, oh no, we're 100% together. She's obviously aware that he's had an apartment for 8 months, but they're very much still sleeping together.
Yeah.
And he's just been caught looking naive. Like, these big things that we're carrying around, these are cameras. They record stuff. Other people can see it. Like, that's the game.
Yeah.
Like, you're quite distinct. Your mum's on this. We all know.
I know.
Disappointing.
It is disappointing, but I thoroughly enjoyed Garcelle's shade. Your rosé is better than everyone's rosé. Oh, but at the same time, Rinna living rent free in their head.
Yeah, exactly. This is true. This is true.
And then Ali drops the bomb.
Well, okay, but I just loved all of the Oliverisms though, of like, well, and things would happen from time to time. Not that day, not on that night, but like the next day. Oh, well, that's fine, mate. As long as there's a change in date, it's not cheating.
No.
Yeah. Orc.
Hour of the day makes a difference, no?
Different postcode, all fine.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and then Ali is. Do we believe that Ali is saying this, or do we think this is a James game?
No, I think this is Ali. Because I thoroughly think Ali enjoys watching James freak out about Roachel.
Oh my god, I hope so, because I'm scared for her. I think her neck is so long and so thin. She's so vulnerable to being snapped.
Yeah, I don't think James has it in him. I think it's all talk, that boy.
I've seen a lot of people being like finding James very attractive.
No, not one part.
No, I entirely agree.
He's got a pencil dick as well.
Absolutely.
It's like long and thin. It's not filling me up. There's no girth to that. No. I need girth. Who said that?
Gizelle.
Oh, fucking girls trip. Brilliant.
So then Roachel apologizes to Lala because now she's the mistress and Lala's loving it.
I would too, though, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah. And she doesn't even know yet, does she? Like,
no, she says, "Oh,
she's
I
so
can't
right.
wait.
She doesn't even know.
I can't wait for the reunion, and I can't wait for that, like the season finale when they just tear Roachel apart. I can't wait."
I mean, I still don't think Lala gets to be that high and mighty.
I do,
because she still fucked a married guy.
Yes, but I think her situation is unique in the sense
it's not unique.
No, it happens, but I mean, she has a very, very long history with how alcohol affects her behavior, and alcohol changes who she is, and we've seen it in the show. We've seen whatever. She becomes a person that is not who she is deep down. She doesn't care. She'll do whatever. She'll burn a house down just to spite somebody if she's been drinking. Like, she's not of sound mind and body when she drinks. She also was lied to and manipulated to by a man who was significantly older than her, who provided her with a lifestyle. So she was young, she was stupid, she was naive. I don't think if she actually knew that he was still married, all the rest of it, if she would have broken up with him and not slept with him. But I also would like to believe that she would have.
Okay.
I just think it's a little bit different. Like, I think Roachel is fully aware of what she's doing.
But I don't think you can be like, I'm not sure if you can be. I think some of her hurt is a projection of guilt.
Of course, you would feel guilty though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and you should.
But I also think that she was dumb and she was stupid and she was naive in the situation, and she was drunk.
That's not necessarily an excuse, is it?
No, it's not. But I think Roachel is fully aware of what she's doing.
Yeah. She's more.
Whereas guilty. Lala can claim that she was unaware, she was a bit naive. This wasn't what she was intending to happen. Blah 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 blah. But Roachel, fully aware of what she's doing.
Yep, definitely.
But I don't understand how you could be all this apologetic and pretending all this stuff when you're doing what you're doing. Like, this woman is weird. This woman has problems.
But that's the thing. I'm like, what do you think is the end game? What was the plan? The plan is he's going to break up with her and then you're just going to start dating and it's going to be fine? Because you've seen that it's not fine.
Because you've done it
in
with
the
shorts.
friendship. Yeah. So it won't be fine. Even that won't be fine. But also, you will slip up.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, they did slip up. They'd scream wanting to be caught to me.
Yeah.
That when they're in Mexico and he's going, Raquel, and it's like, I'm like, that is not, like, that interaction is just not the interaction of people who are trying to convince people that they're not fucking.
Yeah. And they were on something. It wasn't just alcohol. I'm here for it. I want to party with them. But I just think, how to be a fly on the wall in production, honestly. Like, I feel like this is the moment when Andy needs to turn the cameras on production and be like, what are your thoughts? Like, what did you see? Because they must have seen
It would
stuff.
have to be like, this has been voiced by an actor.
Yeah, absolutely. But like, they must have seen stuff. They must
I'm so intrigued because do you think she's a good shag?
I reckon she's keen.
That's not what I asked.
No, but I think she's keen.
She's willing.
She's willing, and I think she'll try everything, but I don't necessarily know if she's a participant. Do you know what I mean? Like, she'd
doesn't
let
strike me as having a lot of technique.
No, she'd let you put it everywhere.
Yeah.
But does she know what to do when you put it everywhere? And I don't know if she I don't know. She's too skinny for me. There's too many angles. I just feel like you can't, like, the penis is hitting something solid at some point. Like, there's nothing round about her. Like, there's no, like, whereas like Ariana's like curvy. There's like, I don't know. I just feel like I reckon Ariana sucks a mean dick. She's got that look about her. Whereas I don't think Raquel. And also as well, would you want to fuck someone that you think is so sweet and innocent and naive? Like,
oh, people love that.
Yeah, but that makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to do bad stuff to someone I think is sweet and naive.
Oh yeah, people love a corruption kink.
Oh God, no, not for me.
Oh, I mean, there's a world of people out there like dress up as a choir boy.
Oh God, it makes me uncomfortable. As a Reformed Catholic, it makes me very uncomfortable.
Not that we're kink shaming. Everything's fine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do you, boo boo? And do your friends too.
But not your friend's boyfriend. That's
not your friend. Yeah. I'm or husband or like no.
I'm not sure if I'm buying into this like open relationship narrative.
No,
I think that if you have an open relationship, it's something that everyone, like, the both people in the relationship know.
No, I think it was Scandoval trying to start a narrative that there was a problem in their relationship. So when it came out that he was sleeping with Roachel, it would have been fine. Oh yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, girls trip is finally over.
We have been released of the girls trip.
Oh,
we are older. We are no wiser.
Well, we are wiser because we know who stole the tequila.
I loved it.
I thought that was brilliant.
It's too funny.
So I wonder what Gizelle thinking when she watched that episode. Like, when she saw that air yesterday.
She feels vindicated because she always feels vindicated.
Oh.
She doesn't think, God, I'm so annoying that. And it worked, didn't it? She made a whole storyline out of absolutely nothing.
Half the cast were plotting against her. Like, half the cast. That's a big number.
Yeah, half is a lot.
Right? How are you feeling about Alexia and Marisol shaming Whitney about how she behaves in public, on TV, and how she raises her children?
I think it made me feel sad for them.
For them?
Yeah.
I got so angry.
it just made me think they are not like they showed themselves as being an older generation.
I just think they're hypocritical, and I think it's disgusting.
They're so hypocritical, but they're also they're of a time. Like, they are still, even though they're the celebrity, they're still of a time where you are doing what your man wants you to do, and you are to be his little wife. And Whitney's not doing that. Whitney, while it's quite annoying, is genuinely trying to live her truth.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I want to be able to ride a pole like that.
Yeah, I mean, she's got some strength.
Mate, that's yeah.
It's impressive.
That bitch is strong.
Like, that is not her job.
No.
That is a hobby that you have really perfected.
I used to hang out with pole dancers when I was like 16, 17. We used to go raving together. And
as you do,
stuff they could do, like, mate.
Yeah. It's insane.
It's an art. Like, it's like,
yeah.
It's the respect. They used to earn so much money.
I never hung out with pole dancers. I just lived among them when I lived in the pubic triangle in Edinburgh.
I love the pubic triangle. I love that so much.
Because you didn't have to live there.
True. No, I got really angry with
I thought
Marisol.
it was shitty, and I didn't believe Alexia's apology.
I didn't either. Alexia realised, I think, afterwards that the rest of the world don't agree with what she's saying, because the whole table was telling her about herself. But in true Alexia/Teresa fashion, she didn't want to hear anything at the moment because she was so focused on what she thinks is right. And then all of a sudden she had a chance to sleep on it. And then she was like, yo, actually, to save myself,
is going to come out badly.
This is going to come out badly. Like, fuck off. And also, Alexia and Marisol going at it.
Yeah, they really...
Your brain is fried because you take too many pills. You drink too much. Like, whoa.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? Like, oh, your kids are going to see you smoking weed. Like, you're having vodka for breakfast. You're modelling not eating.
And Alexia's whole situation with her son last season.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Alexia, like, you can tell anybody about what their kids should think of them.
Yeah. And I think the whole cartel argument was valid. I don't know why
entirely
they were
valid.
coming
I
from.
wouldn't say it to her.
Oh, I would 100%. I want people to come for me.
No, I don't want Alexia to come for me.
Oh, Alexia can't do shit. It's people she marries. What's it I said on Twitter today? Hold on, let me find it. I was rage tweeting during the episode. Hold on. I said, you best believe an alcoholic with no children will never come at me about how I raise my children and my behaviour on TV. I love Marisol dearly, but not today, wrinkled knees, not today.
I do think people who don't have children should not comment on how people raise their children. I think that is a rule.
Absolutely. And even if you do have children, don't come at me about how I raise mine, because I guarantee you I've got a lot to say about how you raise yours. So if you don't want to hear it,
I think you should be prepared for a two-way street.
Absolutely. I will tit for tat you all day long about how I raise my children, bitch. Fuck you. And also, what was it I said? Alexia was in the episode of Real Housewives of Miami when her husband was explaining that her son drugged the other son, right? What the fuck? This bitch needs to pipe the fuck down. Her and Teresa, same person.
I loved her argument of being like, he wasn't in a cartel. He had nothing to do with drugs. He didn't take drugs. Like, well, that was very disciplined of him, wasn't it?
He was also a sex trafficker. Can I just clarify?
Like, I just want to do you think we're talking about one of the other husbands? Like, I think we should specify who we're talking about here, Alexia, because I think you're forgetting that we know. I loved it when Portia forgot who Alexia was.
Oh my god. It was when she called Marisol Marcel as well. Like, what the hell?
And then she told her, she was like, I forgot who you were. Yeah. She's like, because I was late.
Oh, Pepsi loves Portia so much, doesn't he? Oh, okay. Can we
He's amazed by Portia. He just doesn't. He's never seen anything like her.
Can we talk about how much I want to smoke weed with Candace and Whitney, though, for a second? Let's go back to that topic.
Okay.
I want to smoke weed with them and then eat KFC with Whitney. I really want to, but I'm going to stay away from bodies of water because that just looks dangerous. The way she fell in the pool was everything. Like...
What day is it? It's Wednesday. Is it? Oh, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh dear, you're well off.
So high. I want to know what the weed in Thailand's like.
Well,
I should ask my husband. He would know.
Candace didn't seem quite as affected as like
But
that's
Whitney
the thing
smoked.
about Whitney's
But we found out that she'd already smoked before she smoked with Candace.
But Whitney's such a pleaser, isn't she?
Yeah.
Like she like fully leans into everything.
Yeah, it's
Like,
true.
yeah, like it could have just been papers and should have been that high.
Yeah, oregano.
Yeah, I just think,
Oregano for our American friends.
oh, don't. What is it? We can't say any of the herbs the same.
Basil. Oregano.
Cilantro.
Cilantro. What's that? Coriander.
Coriander.
Yeah. Coriander. We're so different, but yet we're so similar.
What is that in English?
Yeah. Oh God.
Okay, but the Candace and her dad comment.
My dad's gonna be so disappointed.
Yeah. Like, you think he's gonna be proud of everything else he's seen?
I mean, the way you come for people, like
the line tripped a little too easy off Whitney's tongue, though, didn't it? I'm sorry, Daddy.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of childhood trauma wrapped up in that.
Yeah. It's like,
a
oh
lot.
no, too much.
Yeah. And you know she calls Justin Daddy too.
Of course she does. She
Oh.
absolutely does. I mean, she's the same age as his other kids.
Oh, why? Oh. Rosie, that was too much. I knew that, but I didn't need to know it, if that makes sense. Like, you just
come to my tantric dinner.
Oh.
Thai food is made by Irish men.
Oh, that was hilarious. And Irish men aren't sexy, apparently.
Oh yeah.
That was interesting.
I did like it's funny when they try and be classy, isn't it? I love watching Gizelle try and eat an oyster.
I'm glad Leah wasn't there. I know that's awful, but like her,
Oh,
her
no,
dramatics were too much.
Oh,
Like,
she's so
what was it?
dull.
Candace said, "Watch What Happens Live." When you are having a menstrual moment, where are your undergarments?
Yeah.
Like, you're having diarrhea and you're on your period, but you're not wearing knickers.
Yeah, come on now. Come, please. Also, like, I mean, I love Pepsi. He was great, but the leaning into it was too much. Let a person do their job. And also, there was no fire to that smoke, because now he's working on a cruise ship. Like, you have not taken him anywhere with this magical friendship.
Yeah, you're not elevated him.
No, exactly. Yeah. You have left him. You have used and abused him.
Yeah, he's working on a cruise ship. Bless him.
Ugh.
I didn't like the way. Also, so I want to say, not that I'm ever sticking up for Ramona Singer, never ever. But
okay, where are we going?
At the beginning of the last week's episode, when they were talking about how Pepsi was upset with the arguing, or Pepsi was talking about upset with the arguing, and Gizelle and Portia were saying like they're not going to apologize for arguing. That's who they are. He works in the house. He's getting paid. He should just basically deal with what they're saying. Could you imagine the smoke Ramona would have got if she'd have said that?
Yeah, but
that would have landed differently if Ramona Singer had said that, and I don't care what anyone says.
I think it lands differently when you're like a known racist, yeah.
No, but I just think, okay, but she could have been talking about white people. It could have been the same. Like, it doesn't matter who she was talking about. Yeah, but that's because
Ramona's.
But I just think the way
Ramona thinks she's better than people. I mean, Gizelle thinks she's better than people.
Yeah, but why is no one giving her the same amount of smoke as they would have given Ramona? Is my point.
Well, because who's going to call her out? Candace would call her out on that, and they already have rows, and the white people aren't going to call her out on that.
The world would have. No one called Gizelle out on the world. I didn't see that anywhere on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to work for Gizelle, would you?
No.
She doesn't look like she treats people well.
No.
And she thinks she's better than people.
Absolutely. But the same level of vitriol that Ramona would have got on the internet, didn't come for Gizelle and it didn't come for Portia, and that pissed me off. I'm just saying.
Mm.
My
I
one
think
and only
Ramona
time.
is sloppier with it.
Yeah, but it's my one and only time.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying Ramona would have. I'm not saying I'm not sticking up for Ramona, but I'm just saying it would have been handled different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna have to be a black person who calls out Gizelle on that though, or else the optics just won't work.
No.
So who's it gonna be there? It's not gonna be Portia because she's a pal, and Candace is already in a row with her.
Yeah. And Candace probably didn't hear it. That's why she didn't say anything. I've run out of wine.
I liked seeing how enthusiastically Candace ate things. I thought, you're a good wife to a chef.
Yeah, but that's why I think that she's like, that's how you know she's married to a chef. Because she's like willing to put stuff in her mouth that no one else is willing to put in her mouth. You know? Oh.
And Heather is so fucking needy. It's exhausting.
I can't. The bad weather thing. Did you clock the bad weather? Oh my days, the little cheer
with the masks and the dancing.
Okay, I have to say, Whitney as that weird poodle thing was weird. And then Heather as the chicken.
The cockerel,
she gave me Friends vibes. You know, whenever they had the turkey on the
head. Yeah. Yeah, it's too much. Should we talk about the court and Gizelle bringing the big poster when they go? And that she's just like fully decided this whole shit. Like, it's just.
I mean, I'm trying to string a sentence together about this, but I really can't. I think she's at this point. I just want to send her the money for the bottle. Like, I just feel like,
yeah, just stop, just be quiet.
It is an expensive bottle of tequila, but
you're telling everybody how you're made.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Alexia turn up and give that as a gift. Go to someone else's dinner before in Miami. I'm pretty sure I have.
I was I don't know why, but I was sort of surprised that the like Gizelle, Chris of it came out.
Why?
Then I don't know why it caught me off guard. I don't know.
Do you agree with the sexual assault term that Candace used, or no?
Yeah, I think that's what Gizelle didn't say sexual assault, but that's what she's alluding to.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the fact
I think you have to be very careful with those things. Yeah, the fact that she thinks she can make a big difference between the fact that she felt uncomfortable but nothing happened.
Yeah.
And like that is something that you have to say incredibly clearly first up.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, because that's not something other people can know.
No.
I don't think if I'm in a room with a married person, they're going to be so uncomfortable that they're going to have to go and talk to Dan about it months afterwards.
Yeah.
I think that's normal. I don't think that is a taboo. Like, I think if I put my hands down someone's pants, that's not okay. Like, I think you have to kind of go, well, these are sort of, this is my thing, and this is things that society generally agrees with.
Yeah.
And you're allowed to have your thing. That's entirely fine, but it's a you thing. Yeah. And you can tell people and then they have to respect it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. It's bizarre that she doesn't see what she's done there.
And you can't be like, I don't know where that's come from. It's like, well, what were you alluding to?
Yeah, it's true. It's
He's just saying he like trapped you in a room and he made you feel uncomfortable. What were you uncomfortable about? What did you think might happen? Did you think you might? Because I'm like, it's either that you think he's going to do something sexual that you don't consent to, which is sexual assault, or you think he's going to do something sexual that you do consent to,
which is shady in his own way.
Having an affair. Yeah. And that's not what you're saying has happened.
No. Yeah. No, it's true. Everything you're saying is right. Like, I don't understand what the end game was with that thing. Like, I don't see what the point was, where she was trying to get to.
And I think
I think she would have gone with whatever scenario meant that she had the support.
Yeah.
You know? Like, if people had believed what she said, she would have been like, yeah, and then he was trying to like rub up on me, and then he was trying to do
she'd
whatever.
have just taken it as far as she could.
Absolutely.
And because we take sexual assault more seriously now, it does mean that people are stained even if they are acquitted.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I think Candice is slightly dramatic, but she's fair.
Yeah.
And this could ruin someone's life.
To quote Katie Maloney, I would light her ass on fire if she went that way for my husband. Like, I'm not standing for it. Let's not. What else happened?
Then they get all dressed up in the like Thai clothing.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And Gizelle had to change her outfit because she bitch too fat.
It's not about being too fat. It's about lying to yourself. We have this at work all the time. Just send us the real measures. Don't send us the aspirational measures. It will not work. If anything, send us the measures that are too big. Be smaller. We can take it in. We can't let it out.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
And Portia got a crown.
Oh my God, the crowns.
I loved it. I loved the little ceremony her and Pepsi did. I loved it so much. I loved it so much.
And that was the only little thing about that crown. That was a whole head topper, wasn't it?
Barely enjoyed that.
Should have got like good signal on that thing. And then they go in the buses, and like there's Alexia bitching about Marisol, and there's all of that going on in the other bus. They're all just singing and dancing.
And then Kevin's directing the whole music video. We're gonna go left, then we're gonna go right, and then we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna go from the side, and then we're gonna go to the side, and then Drive Back is a bop though. It's a bop.
Yeah, I mean,
I love it.
But you know which bus you'd rather be in, Christ.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And they go to the place with the lily pads. Yeah.
That was stunning. And they're on the boat thing and they're getting dragged to the island. I want to go there.
Yeah. Well, what did Candice? No. Who said it was? What did they say? Jesus, let's start this again.
I'll wait.
We go to the place. Oh, thanks. Like, what are we trying to say? I think I might have lost it.
Are you talking about Portia when she says it's extra?
No, I don't think so. Portia says she has orgasms.
That's it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm
That's
about
not
that.
What I was trying to say, but that was fantastic. I love this. I've never heard the phrase orgasm before. I
had an orgasm when I saw that confessional look. To be fair,
with Portia,
yeah, she
the cutouts, yeah, she's great.
It looks amazing.
And that's and they go there and they're having a lovely time, and that's when Alexia and Marisol come for Whitney.
Poor Whitney.
Seems like such a strange choice.
Oh.
I think it is weird after her being like, I did the whatever she calls it, the love art or whatever. Like she says that like that's a thing. Is that a thing?
It's not. I mean, I'm not doing it.
But also, it's so
I'll do a lot of things, but I won't do that.
It's so disingenuous as art, though, if the concept is that you have sex and you make a picture, because they weren't having sex.
Well, no, we didn't see them do, but I'm assuming the prelude
went on to continue.
Yeah.
There was a lot of paint on that canvas already.
There was. They were having a good time.
Oh, I don't know. Again, it's so performative.
Yeah. Can I also point out that you said the word disingenuous. Now, this is a public service announcement from Margaret Josephs. Disingenuous is a word. Disingenuine is not. Okay? So when you're coming for Danielle when she says conversating, understand that you've been dropping the word disingenuine all fucking season, and that's not a real word either, bitch. Pipe down. Anyway, back
My sister has invented the word ongoingly, which is not a word, but it's so useful.
As in it's ongoing?
As in ongoingly, as in we're doing it and we're going to continue to do it ongoingly.
No, that's just ongoing. You don't need the "ly" at the end. That's what ongoing means, no?
But it is ongoingly if you I
I'm
can't
going to do it
explain it without
now,
like
and then I'm
outing
going to
her work.
do it again.
As in, it should be done. Like,
As in, it should be a regular occurrence.
it's established and it should continue to then happen.
All right.
But you're like, yeah, see if you don't use it in the next week.
Oh, I'll 100% use it now you said it.
Yeah, it's very useful.
I just don't think it's a real word.
It's not a real word.
But I'm not trying to school people on how to speak English.
I just think it should be. I don't know,
Joseph.
whoever's listening who does the dictionary, I think it should be a word. I think it's very useful.
We use the Oxford Dictionary in this country, not Merriam-Webster. We don't even know who Merriam-Webster is.
I don't know who Merriam-Webster is.
But if you want to add it to Merriam-Webster, let us know, and we'll try and get it added to Oxford Dictionary, because you know they should be the same.
Because they say, like, they always put one word in a year, and it's always like, what was it, clusterfuck?
Yeah, it's a random. I don't know, but I have a crush on Susie Dent, so whatever. The chick from Countdown.
Yeah, I know who you mean. She's doing a tour. You can go and see her.
Oh no, I can't.
Okay.
Mike and I both would do some bad things.
Oh, you guys should definitely go and see her. I'm sure she's playing like all the local theatres.
Oh yeah. Will she play us though? That's the question.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, so
then they go and put their floaty central floral arrangements into the water.
Oh yes, they do.
Say all their things.
All their things, yeah.
And then Pepsi is like their kind of spiritual guide. I don't know what he is. I don't know what we're pretending we're doing here. And they're like, it's sort of a Thai festival. I'm like, is it? He's like the Virgil of this. I don't know what we're pretending is happening. But they're all very leaning into it. Whereas I'd be like, I am not religious. I cannot play this shit.
Oh, yeah, I know, but it's like a spiritual thing. You don't have to be religious to be like spiritual. Sure. No? Yeah. Okay. All right, fine.
I'm just neither.
Okay.
I'm really sure that when you're dead, you're just dead.
Oh, don't say that.
No, it is. It's not a rehearsal. You've got to do it now.
No, I agree. You only have one time around. I agree with that.
There you go. It's the same.
But I don't think when I'm just dead, I'm just dead. I still think I can observe or like, I don't know.
Oh no.
Do something different. Like I think you get one time around in this situation.
Okay.
But I just like I don't want to think that when I'm gone,
come and bother me when you're a bumblebee or something. I don't.
Oh no, I will 100%. I will sting the fuck out of you just to be funny. I will I'll be the patch of sun that you can't shake. You know, like every time you try to sit in the shade, I'm just gonna come at you. And you're gonna be like, I was in the shade. Like, no matter how big your hat gets.
I'm gonna be in my nursing home being like, damn you.
No matter how many layers of sun cream you wear, I'm gonna be right there, bitch. Shine it down. Making you uncomfortable.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice that you're gonna haunt me.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it's the end.
Pepsi arrives with the bottle.
The bottle easel.
The bottle. He arrives with the bottle of tequila, doesn't he?
Does he?
Yes. Doesn't he have it?
No.
Yes, he does.
I don't think he does. Did I miss that?
I think he has it. Did I make this up?
I don't know. I feel like the only time I saw the tequila bottle that episode is whenever Whitney Leah gave it to Candice.
No, I think he arrives with I think he's bought another one.
Oh. I must have missed that. I have to go back and watch it.
I don't know if I made that up. Oh god. And it annoyed me because it really it makes Gizelle really justified, and she's securing her importance.
Yeah, that I don't like rewarding bad behavior. I do not like rewarding bad behavior.
Not be rewarding bad behavior.
Absolutely. But I really was upset when Pepsi was saying goodbye, and then in his confessional where he was like, when all the girls miss me, they just have to go to the shop and open the fridge and see Pepsi. Oh, that broke my heart. I love that so much. He's so lovely.
Yeah, and they won't give him a second thought.
No, but I wonder how much that tip envelope looked big.
I think that envelope was a good one.
That tip envelope looked fat. And you know who I reckon out of all of them tips the best? Marisol and Alexia.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I think Marisol's mum taught her to do that.
Yeah.
Because she's like, we're refugees.
Yeah, she's been there.
Yeah.
Giselle's never worked for anybody. Giselle's never worked. She's
She's worked hard, just not standing up.
Not that fucking hard.
Well, I mean, she put up with a lot of shit, didn't she?
Put up with a lot of shit or just had a night off? What is it?
Oh, God damn. Okay. I love that. That's a unique spin on cheating. Did I put up with it or did I just have a night off? Oh, well, I think on that note, we need to wrap it up because I don't know how you can follow that. You got anything else to say that could follow that?
No.
No, that was a mic drop moment.
No.
All right, guys, thanks for being patient and waiting for this episode. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for listening.
But yeah, so don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and we will be back sooner than we were last time.
Yeah, we are going to be back sooner.
Promise. Good night.
See you soon.